we are going to focus on COVID-19 today. There are obviously many bits of information that we can use for this, but we're going to start off looking at some case volume. So I'm going to bring up a report that Simon and I created today called just an analysis of our COVID-19 diagnosis encounters. This looks at coronavirus B34.2, the ICD-10 diagnosis code for coronavirus infection, unspecified. And so right now we can see just a very quick report. What we wanted to do is look at our year-to-date cases, and then we wanted to look at trending analysis because we want to see how these cases are increasing throughout our facility, and then what do we need to do, what other bits of information might be useful to see as part of this population of potential COVID-19 cases. We can see that with our primary diagnosis of B342, coronavirus infection unspecified, we have a year-to-date cases of 26. And then from a trending analysis, we can see that our cases in January were 4, up to 9 in February, up to 13 in March. So we definitely see an increase in trending. And so what I want to do is I'm going to show just exactly how our Web Intelligence or WebI reporting tool works. We're going to dive into the use of this reporting tool on the fly here, so we can get an idea of how this tool works and how flexible in nature and design it is. So I'm going to click on the design mode here, and this allows us to start making changes to our report. And I'm going to choose my available objects, and I want to take a look, and we have a host of formulas that Simon created this morning, allowing us to look at several different things. So we started out thinking about, okay, first and foremost, we want to look at case volume. We want to see how our case volume is trending. We know it's going to go up. That's the one thing we definitely understand. But we also need to understand how is it affecting our resource allocation, and what do we need to do to prepare for more cases? What areas are going to be hit hardest? So we started doing some research into COVID-19 cases. We know that it's a respiratory illness. We know that it is going to require lab testing. We know that these cases need to be isolated and quarantined. So we're talking potential critical care time. We're talking a critical care ward being quarantined for these cases. So we started out from case volume, switching over to looking at critical care nursing units. So I'm going to just simply drag and drop feature here on Web Intelligence. So we're going to pull over our primary diagnosis again. I'm just going to create a new table here. This is how the Web Intelligence reporting works. I'm going to expand this field so we can read everything. And then we have a couple formulas here that we've created that basically pull the critical care unit department number and our minutes and case volume therein. So first thing I'm going to do is see how many critical care cases I had. We know we had a total case volume of 26. All 26 of these cases went to critical care. That's what this tells me. All right, so now I want to see what is my workload, my critical care daily workload. So my total minutes has been 15,600. All right, now I want to see trending, right? I'm starting to understand, okay, how I see my case volume. All these cases are going to the critical care unit. That's excellent. But how are they affecting this time? How is this trending of this case volume affecting this time across my month? So I'm just going to, again, click and drag here. There's my January minutes starting at 2340. I'm going to pull in my February minutes, 5460. All right, we're seeing that same trend. And then in March, 7,800. So I can see that increase again by about 50% or even 100% from January to February, and then 50% from February to March. So we can see that same. So we see, not only do we see the case volume trending in that mode and that upward curve, but we also see our critical care volume being stressed. So we know that one of the main areas that we need to work on resource allocation is within the CCU. So we need to gear up our nursing resources. We need to gear up beds. We need to gear up and create more critical care units to be isolated. And we know within those come the supplies that are used in those areas, respirators, oxygen, et cetera, et cetera.